रघुनाथाय नाथाय सीताय पते नमः। राम रामेति रामेति रमे रामे मनोरमे सहस्रनाम तत्तुल्यम श्री राम नाम वरानने। श्री राम नाम वरानने। श्री राम नाम वरानने। श्री राम जयम to everyone. Ayubovan, Namaste and Pranam to everyone present. If you want to be a part of this webinar, please write Ram Ram or Shri Ram Jayam in comments. Please type that so that I can know how many people are there. It fills my heart with immense joy and gratitude to stand before you today on this sacred occasion of the Ram Mandir Vigrah Pratishtha Samaroh. I'm hearing some sounds. Can you please just mute yourself, please? This event is not just a ceremony, it is a historical milestone in our nation's journey, a culmination of centuries of devotion, resilience, and unwavering faith. I extend my deepest gratitude to the esteemed organizers, EventOrg, Rotary Clubs of Narsik, Rotary Club of Wattala and Madras Northwest, along with Sanskriti University for bringing us together on this divine platform. Allow me to introduce myself. Also, the organizers, the Gayatri has showed me a PPT. Can you please just play it?
We will do it.
Okay.
Yes.
Meanwhile, allow me to introduce myself. I am Aditya Shri, a holistic counselor and the Vice President of Triveni Seva Mission, India, Australia. My life's mission is to help people find balance in all aspects of their lives, spiritually, mentally, emotionally, and physically and financially through astrology, numerology, Vastu, palmistry, psychology, yoga, meditation. Today, as we delve into the spiritual significance of this grand temple, I aim to connect its message to the values and principles that Lord Ram embodied and that we as his devotees strive to uphold in our daily lives. I'm really happy and glad to tell you that I was one of those 5,000 people who were invited at that ceremony. I had the immense honor of being one of the invited guests there at the Grand Ram Mandir Pratishtha Samaroh in Ayodhya. A memory that will forever be etched in my heart. The entire event was nothing short of a divine spectacle and a celebration that felt like a grand Diwali festival, like uh, like Ravi ji told us, Shashank ji, like he told us that it was like a Diwali. It was truly like a Diwali. So we celebrated Diwali twice in that year, in 2024, twice, and it was beautifully organized. This event is not just a journey; it was truly devotion, and the Lord Ram. I aim to connect its message to the values and principles that Lord Ram embodied and that we have as his devotees strive to uphold in our daily lives. So the experience there was nothing but but that vibrant decorations and an air of festivity that was unparalleled. What made that event even more remarkable and was its universal appeal. Major television channels were broadcasting the ceremony live, capturing every sacred moment. There were like so many uh, different personalities like politicians, actors, televisions, big prominent singers or renowned actors, dignitaries from all walks of life had gathered to participate in this historic occasion. Ayodhya itself was transformed, and it was if the city had been touched by divinity, with every corner resonating with chants of Jai Shri Ram. It was like Lord Ram is has come to that place. The historical background of let me just take you to the historical background. So the historical background is, let us take a moment to reflect on Ayodhya, the land as the birthplace of Lord Ram. Ayodhya is not just a city; it is a symbol of dharma. where it was upheld, justice prevailed, and every citizen found a guiding light in Lord Ram. The journey of the Ram Mandir is a tale of perseverance that began centuries ago. I've met Champat Rai ji, the head or secretary of Ram Mandir Trust. He aptly described this temple as the soul of the nation. It is truly a soul of the nation. We, we the people, we 150 crores people of India, we we waited for 500 years. Not just we, but I guess the whole world, they have waited for 500 years for this mandir. And I guess I know the reason, as the people here are 18 participants and just 8 people wrote Ram Ram. So I guess this is the reason. This is one of the reasons that we have to wait for 500 years. If the spark or the Jastanjil or the energy was like this, uh, before that 500 years, it would have been built a lot more years back. So I'm just requesting all of you to just write it down, like write Ram Ram, write Shri Ram Jayam, write Jai Shri Ram, write Sita Ram in captions, in comments, so that people from all over from India and on or Sri Lanka who has joined shall see that. So, the journey of the Ram Mandir is a tale of perseverance that began centuries ago. For decades, it has been a dream nurtured in the heart of millions. The Ram Janmabhoomi movement was not merely a political or social cause, as we all know. It was a spiritual revolution, a call to restore a symbol of our identity. The Supreme Court's historic 2019 verdict, if any one of you know, was not just a judgment but a reaffirmation of our collective devotion and the power of truth. It marked the victory of patience, faith, and unity over decades of struggle. As Champat Rai ji said, this temple is not just for Hindus, it represents the cultural ethos of Bharat, India, embracing all communities and uniting us under the values of Dharma. The construction of the Ram Mandir is nothing short of an architectural and spiritual marvel. The temple is being built using pink sandstone from Rajasthan. If you know that, uh, that stone is pink and pristine Makrana marble. The floor is of Makrana marble. Materials chosen not only for their durability but also for their spiritual resonance. As a large number of uh, not in just India, I have been to Sri Lanka for 6 times. So I've seen so many temples over there with that marble or with that stone. So they also have their spiritual resonance. As regarding the temple, it has been constructed in the traditional Nagar style, Nagar Shaili. So there are like two Shailis in India. One is Nagar Shaili and one is Dravid Shaili. Dravid is the South Indian and Nagar is the North Indian Shaili. It it features a three-storied shrine with 392 pillars and features a three-storied shrine with 44 doors and 5 mandaps. Every inch of the temple has been carefully designed, taking inspiration from ancient temple architecture. The intricate carvings on the pillars and walls depict scenes from the Ramayana, showcasing the life and teachings of Lord Rama, the sanctum or the Garbhagriha. If you know what Garbhagriha is the centermost part of the temple where the idol is. So it is designed in a way that allows the first rays of the sun to fall directly on the deity, to the Ram. If you have seen the picture, I have sent those pictures to Gayatri. If she can show those, the rays directly goes to the head of Lord Rama as he was Suryavanshi. So it is just marvelous. It is built very, very beautifully and symbolizing the enlightenment and guidance Lord Rama offers to his devotees. As Champat Rai ji highlighted, like this is the beauty. See, this is the beautiful construction. And the temple is a collective effort of more than 2,000 artisans and the engineers working tirelessly to create a masterpiece. It reflects the fusion of modern engineering and ancient craftsmanship, making it not only a temple but also a monument to devotion and innovation. Temples are not just a place to visit and to pay your devotion to your deity, to your Lord, to your God, but they also create humans. You like they create how humans should be, how Adarsh Vyaktitva should be. Cultural and spiritual significance of this Ram Mandir is far more than a structure of stone and marble. It is the embodiment of India's cultural heritage, spiritual wisdom, and timeless values. Lord Ram is not just a deity we worship, he is the ideal that every individual, family, and society should aspire to emulate. Lord Ram's principle, truth, Satya, Dharma, and Karuna. If you know, Satya is truth, Dharma is righteousness or your religion, and Karuna is compassion or sympathy, are the cornerstones of Indian culture. The temple stands as a beacon of these values, reminding us to align our lives with with his teachings. As someone rightly said, the Ram Mandir is not merely a temple for Hindus, it is Bharat's tribute to the universal ideals of humanity and righteousness. It is truly a way to unite us all together. It is not just for Hindus, it is for all, not for just Bharat, for India, but for all. It is also for Sri Lanka. It is for the whole world. As that's why we said Vasudev Kutumbakam, whole one world, one family. One of the most remarkable aspects of the Ram Mandir is the unparalleled involvement of people from all walks of the life. Millions of devotees contributed to this project, not just financially, but also emotionally and spiritually. Thousands, lakhs of people were car sevaks. As I guess the person before me, he was telling, I'm sorry I didn't remember your name. I'm really sorry, but he was telling that he was one of the people who were there as car sevaks. He was a car sevak. So thousands of people were there as car sevak. It was truly their dreams. It was truly their hard work, their worship. It was not just financially, but also emotionally and spiritually. Stories of artisans carving the stones with devotion, volunteers dedicating their time, and donors contributing their savings show how deeply this temple resonates with the common man. Even Champat Raiji mentioned how children, women, and elders across the country, across the world, made contribution carried the weight of infinite devotion. It is truly infinite. It is truly, you cannot just measure this devotion. You cannot. So, and wait, as the key events during that inauguration, the Pratishta Samaroh itself is a divine spectacle. Sacred rituals led by learned priests sanctify the temple and bring life to the divine Vigraha. The chants of Vedic mantras resonate through the air, creating an atmosphere of spiritual bliss. Dignitaries from across the world have attended the event, paying homage to Lord Ram. And and as people who stories of artisans carving the stones with devotion, volunteers dedicating their time, and donors contributing their savings show how deeply this temple resonates with the common man. Even Narendra Modi ji, Prime Minister of India, mentioned how children, women, and elders across the country made offerings, some as small as a rupee, yet each contribution carried the weight of infinite devotion. This temple is a symbol of collective effort, showcasing that when people unite for a sacred cause, miracles happen. And it is truly a miracle because not even Dashrath ji, not even the people from that time can see Lord Rama being the king of Ayodhya. But you people, us, we all are like truly blessed to see that, to see the Lord Rama coming back to his place, to become a king, to be in that place where he truly belongs. The Pratishta Samaro itself is a divine spectacle, sacred rituals led by learned priests and creating an atmosphere of spiritual bliss. Dignitaries from across the world have attended the event, paying homage to Lord Ram. As Champat Rai ji emphasized, this is not a celebration of an individual achievement, but a tribute to the resilience and faith of an entire nation. Lessons from Lord Ram's life. Can you please just put the image of Lord Ram? See, see, this is the values we were talking about. This is the value, true value. As Lord Ram is with his brothers. This is Rashtra Mandir Vishwa Ramayana Ashram in Delhi. I'm inviting you all you guys from all over the places. Where are you from? Nagpur, Wattala, and Narsik, Sri Lanka. I'm just welcoming you guys, inviting you guys to come to Delhi, Rashtra Mandir Vishwa Ramayana Ashram. There we have Lord Rama with his brothers, all four brothers, with Lakshman ji, with Shatrughan ji, with Bharat ji, with his wife Mata Sita, with Hanuman ji. So whole family is there. Whole family is there. Lord Ram's life teaches us that true greatness lies in humility, service, and adherence to dharma. Do you know what dharma is? Dharma is the basic sentence which tells the definition of dharma. I'll say that in Hindi. If you guys just know or you understand Hindi, the meaning of dharma, according to me, is प्रेम पूर्वक ईमानदारी से अपने कर्तव्यों का निर्वाह करना धर्म है. So if you are just doing your duties with love, with affection, with knowing that this is your duty, that is the dharma. That is dharma. Whether as a son who fulfilled his father's promise, a king who ruled with justice, or a husband with faced immense trial, Lord Ram remained steadfast in his values. In modern times, his teachings remind us to prioritize truth and compassion. Even in the face of challenges, his stories inspire us to overcome personal and social struggles with resilience and grace. Impact of this Ram Mandir will very big in coming years. The Ram Mandir will transform Ayodhya into a global spiritual hub. Tourism will flourish as we can now see that the more people are going to Ram Mandir than Goa or different places. So creating employment and opportunities and boosting the region's economy. UP's Uttar Pradesh, India's economy. More importantly, it will reinforce Ayodhya's position as a cultural epic center, attracting pilgrims and scholars from around the world. This temple is a symbol of national pride, representing the unity and strength of Bharat. As our honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi ji beautifully said, the Ram Mandir is a dream come true for the nation, a place where every Indian can find their identity and connection or connect with their roots. They'll just find the connection of their roots. As we stand witness to this historic movement, let us pledge to embody the teachings of Lord Ram in our lives. Let this temple inspire us to live with truth and compassion, creating a society rooted in the ideals of Dharma. See, I'm saying that I'm very thankful to the EventOrg who just think, or the organizers, different Rotary clubs from India or Sri Lanka. I'm thanking you all to at least get to remember that day, that that Pran Pratishtha Samaro. But this year it was on 11th of January as Pratishtha Dwadashi. So we are just celebrating it as our Hindu calendar. Or so that day is Dwadashi, and this year it was on 11th of January, sorry. So I thank the organizers once again for giving me the honor of sharing my thoughts on this divine occasion. Together, let us celebrate this temple as a gift to humanity and a tribute to the timeless values that Lord Ram presents. I'm just I'm just with myself. I'm writing down Jai Shri Ram with you all. It was a saying of Lord Tulsi Das ji, that Shri Ram मैं सब जग जानी करहु pranam jori jug pani, that Lord Ram is in everyone's heart. Lord Ram is in everyone's body or soul. So I'm just praying, or I'm just bowing down to everyone, including including the people who couldn't come here today. So I'm just going down to everyone, because Ram is in everyone. Ram is everywhere. Ram is at every place. So Ram Ram, Jai Shri Ram Jayam, and Ayubovan.
Thank you so much, Aditya Shriji. It was wonderful listening to you, your insightful words. And now we will play a small video that has some clips with showing some clips of the Ram Puja that was held last year in Sri Lanka. So the first part of the video played was some clips from Ram Puja that happened last year in Saraswati Hall in Sri Lanka. And the second part of the video had pictures from the Deepotsav 2021, where our team EventOrg collaborating with the Dancing Institute Natya Kala Mandir, so artist of Natya Kala Mandir, and our team, we went to Ayodhya during the Deepotsav season, and we performed there. And I'm happy to say that I was able to also perform in that Ramayana took place. And yes, so it was a very, it was a wonderful divine experience for us to be there. to experience, and we were able to go see the Ram, the place where the Ram temple was being built. We were able to see that place, and yes, so and now this webinar is open for participants to ask questions and give us some of your and share your thoughts with us. Yes, it's open now.
Incidentally, I have also a proud announcement. The entire presentation was done by Swastika, and she's also Rotractor. That's a proud thing for all the Rotarians here. Thank you, Swastika. Thank you, Rotractor Swastika, for this wonderful presentation.
Thanks so much. Anyone who would like to say anything, that share your thoughts with us? Any question for Aditya, Shriji?
I'm Louis. I just want to ask one, not clarify, I mean, the recent advertisement with regard to Sri Lankan Airlines, I don't know whether you all watched, and that says about these all stories, where that he traveled to Sri Lanka and then Sita, Rama, and all that story. So it is in your presentation. I mean, it is connected with Sri Lanka also, right? I mean, he came with the Sita to bring the Sita to Sri Lanka, and then honestly, I'm a Catholic. I don't know these names very well. I mean, if I'm telling wrong names, my apologies. So is that connected with that story? I mean, can anyone tell us? I mean, if you're all aware.
Yes, yes, Louis. This is Jerry. The story is connected to Sri Lanka because Ravana was the king of Sri Lanka who abducted Sita and held in Sri Lanka. And then Sri Hanuman, was able to,
yeah, that's right. Yes, Hanuman. Yes.
With his tail, he set fire in Sri Lanka and then took Sita away back to Ayodhya. If I'm not wrong, I think this is the story,
No.
In Sri Lanka, we have so many places named under Ravana. And
Jerry, can I interrupt, please?
Yes, sure.
Right. Now, by the order from Sri Rama, Hanumanji went to Sri Lanka. Then Ravana, kept him in his palace. Then after that, he burned the Lanka, his palace. As well as we know, Mother Sita was kept in Ashokavan. I don't know what you call that place, but definitely every year.
Sita Elia. It's a place in Nuvarelia which is called Sita Elia.
Yeah. And after that, Hanuman went back to Sri Rama and they built a bridge between Bharat and Sri Lanka. And later, the entire forces came with Sri Rama to Lanka, and they had an amazing fight. And after that, after Ravana's death, from Sri Lanka, Bibhishana gave Pushpak Vimana to Sri Rama. And on that, Sri Ram, Sitaji, as well as Lakshmana, younger brother of Sri Rama, went to Ayodhya by that Vimana. That's the story.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
So for all the Indian participants, I think Sri Lanka is so connected with Ramayana and Ram. So I think
it's in heart.
One more thing I want to ask. I'm really interested in this. And then once the story says, this king, the Rama, the god that got sick something, I mean, he was not well. And they have to carry some medicine from India.
We'll explain you.
Right.
In the battle, son of Ravana, he had a fight with Lakshmana, and Lakshmana was on dying foot. At that time, Hanumana went to Himalaya. Aditya ji, please come in.
Yes. I'm
Yeah.
listening to you.
And
You're just doing
then,
wonderful.
and then Sanjeevani, that is a medicine. He took, you know, a part of a hill and came to Sri Lanka. Okay. And still you get same plants, medicinal plants from that matches to the Himalaya as well as in Sri Lanka. And
Yeah, that
then
is in.
Jambuwanta made. Hello, am I audible?
Yeah.
Yes.
Jambuwanta made the medicine out of those trees and gave it to Lakshmana, and then he woke up.
So while the story says,
Yeah.
while he is carrying that part of the mountain, that medicine
Yeah.
soil or whatever he was carrying,
Hmm.
part of it was falling. There's a city called Rumastal, which is in south, in Sri Lanka south. It's called Rumastal. So the Rumastal still there in Sri Lanka. There you get the plants, the same plants you get in India, wherever that he brought that, that part of hill or soil or whatever you call.
Pardon, please, sir. What's the name of that kriya?
Rumastal.
See, Shashank ji beautifully narrate the whole story, but I just wanted to add few more points. Like Tulsidas ji has written in his Ramacharitmanas that there were two places, like three places totally. So we have soil chemistry. We have like the soil, the earth, the sand. We have chemistry of each one of the places. So the soil chemistry of that place from where the Hanumanji took that mountain of Sanjeevani Booty that fell at Ayodhya, which is now known as Hanumangadi. That is the same soil chemistry from Himalayas. And the third mountain is in Sri Lanka. I'm just forgetting the name. It is near Rumastala. Yes.
Correct.
So the soil chemistry of these three places are very much like similar, very much similar. Yes. So that's why and like even I know few people like Ashok Kanji. He's a researcher of Ramayana Research Council. He's one of those researchers. He even researches for that booty. So like I'm associated with Triveni Seva Mission, as I've mentioned earlier. So the founder of Triveni Seva Mission and Rashtra Mandir is Ajay Bhaiji, Pujya Ajay Bhaiji, and he has took like uh, on the invitation of Sri Lankan government, he took his devotees, different news channels, different politicians, like BBC, London, India, Aaj Tak, and different news channels and politicians, and like his devotees, like hundreds of devotees, on the invitation of Sri Lankan government, he came to Sri Lanka on 2008, when Indian government was telling that it is all myth. It is all myth, and they were like about to demolish the Rama Setu or the Adams Bridge. As you know, Shashank ji, you must know that it was at 2008 when our ex-government of Congress, they were telling that it is all myth. It is all myth. We have to demolish that bridge. We have to cut those ties with Sri Lanka or something like that. So Pujya Ajay Bhaiji, Ajay Bhaiji took his devotees and different peoples with him. And from that day onwards, he's coming to Sri Lanka every year. And it was his 25th Yatra at Sri Lanka in 2024, where I met Gayatri ji and EventOrg. So like thousands of devotees has traveled with him to Sri Lanka. So we witnessed like 51 places of that time of Ramayana's time. We have seen the footprint of Lord Hanumana, which is in Ashok Vatika. You were telling Shashankji, it is Ashok Vatika, which is Sita area, Nuara area. And if you can join us, we'll be going in May, maybe in the first week of May, back to Sri Lanka again, and we'll witness each and every those places where Lord Rama has visited, Lord Hanumanji has visited, where Ravana kept Sita, and also there's a mountain near Unabatuna, which is shaped like Hanumanji. If you see the mountain, it is shaped like Hanumanji. So there are so many places in Sri Lanka. It is beautifully preserved by the government of Sri Lanka. I thank to the government also. So it is very, very beautiful.
Runavutana is also very interesting. Runavutana is removing the diseases. That is near the Rumasala, where the Sanjeevani mountain fell, the seashore. The seashore name is so apt. So that means these things have connection from a long way. The people named the place that way. Runavutana. Runa means they have got the diseases. Vutana is removing. Those because surely this near the seashore that mountain has fell. The mountain path has fell near the seashore. So surely that herbs, those things should be there in the sea water. So the very taking the dip in the sea removes your diseases. That name is there for long ago. It's so interesting. So the people of Sri Lanka, from long before, they have kept these legends very nicely with the name itself, like Sita Elia. It's connected with Sita. No one can question it. Nowhere in Sri Lanka you get that name. Where Mother Sita Vaka, wherever she has kept, the name is connected with her.
Thank you so much, Sharada Mission Mataji. And now I would like to invite Director Mrs. Gayatri Suindran, Director of EventOrg, to speak a few words.
Hello everyone. Am I audible to you?
Yes, yes.
Hello. Am I audible?
Yeah, you're audible. You're audible.
Yes,
Go ahead.
yeah.
Yes. Thank you, Sharada. I'm seeing a lot of well-known faces here. Sharada Mat and Sharada Mataji and Aditya, Raj, Brother Raj, and a lot of people here. Thank you all of you to attend this informative session. And I was out for some time and then just came here, and then I was hearing all the entire session. It was very informative and very interesting too. And so last year we have done the puja from my company with ICCR and the Indian High Commissioner and few religious organizations. So we just wanted to have some remembrance, So we thought, okay, we'll do this webinar. So there's a series of webinar, get to know series of webinars. So we thought this time, this is kind of an interlude webinar that we are conducting on Ram Puja. So I just want to thank everybody who joined for this session, and especially for Rotary clubs of Narsik and Madras, Northwest, and Mr. Raj, who supported from Rotary Club of Wattala, and Aditya, who presented the informative session. I mean, it was very interesting. And all of you, thank you so much. Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you.
Thank you, Mrs. Gayatri Suindran, for these wonderful words. And to conclude this webinar, let me invite Mr. Subramaniam from Rotary Club of Madras, Northwest.
Good evening. Namaste. Vanakkam, Ayubavan. It's a really pleasure to attend this wonderful, webinar. I hope I'm audible. Am I audible?
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay. So thank you, Pujya Sri Aditya Sri, for explaining the Mandir, how it was built, and the narrative was wonderful, and your message about Sri Lanka, where are Sita Elia or Unavatuna, all the details. So it was wonderful. So we are really privileged to have done this project with our sister club of Rotary Club of Wattala, Rotary International District 3220, and Rotary Club of Narsik. Our most respectful thanks to Aditya Sriji for very educative and effective presentation. We sincerely thanks Mrs. Gayatri for the wonderful, and Sanskrit University for the inputs, and finally all the participants who made this. Once again, thank you very much. Stuti.
Thank you so much, Mr. Subramaniam. Yes. Any? Okay.
I must just say thank you to EventOrg, because they had partnered with us to do a lot of educational webinars about Sri Lanka. And I think our next webinar will be partnered with EventOrg. It will be about the Buddhist cultural pageant held in Sri Lanka during the month of March, called Nawam Perahara. She is making all the initial plans, and I think this will be also a very wonderful webinar for you. And we cordially invite all of you to join that webinar. You'll be notified, preferably by Gayatri. And thank you so much. And all the participants, all from India, please do visit Sri Lanka and enjoy the hospitality of Sri Lanka and worship Sita Elia and get back to India. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Raj. It was wonderful.
Speak, Ma. You have to sit.
Thank you. Thank you, everybody. Thank you for Swastika. Thank you, Swastika, for conducting the entire session. And I would like to talk about the next session that we are going to conduct. That is going to be the Parahara, Navam Parahara, which is on the March. That will be like one of the priests from the Gangarama Pansala, or another priest from, there are two priests are coming from that for that. So we are going to have another session on the February 3rd of 5 to 6. Thank you so much. Thank you, everybody.
Aditya ji,
On
which date you are planning to go to Sri Lanka?
It might be on the first week of May.
First week of May. Fine.
First week
I'll
of
get
May.
back to you.
For sure. For sure.
Can people living in Sri Lanka join you?
Yes, for sure, for sure. So we are just we'll be traveling to almost every part of Sri Lanka where Lord Rama, Mata Sita, or different places are. Like all the different places we'll be traveling to those places. And every time Justice of India, politicians, cabinet ministers of India, and different dignitaries from India or from the whole world, like even in the last time in 2024, there were people and one MLA from Australia as well. So different people from different countries and dignitaries also joined us in that yatra. So you also might join us.
Yeah, in such a trip only, I think I met Aditya. And
Yes.
that is how we go and get along, and then we started to process something like this. Yes.
Thank you very much for arranging this webinar on Jai Shri Ram.
Jai Shri Ram.
Jai Shri Ram.
Jai Shri
Jai
Ram.
Shri Ram.
Thank you so
I would
much.
like to listen from everyone. Jai Shri Ram.
Jai Shri Ram.
Jai Shri Ram.
Jai Shri Ram.
Thank you, Ma.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye. Thank you, Raj. Thank
Thank
you,
you,
everybody.
Rotractor
Yeah.
Swastika, for that wonderful.
Thank you, Rotractor
Hosting.
Swastika. Yeah.
Thank you, Gayatri. Thank you, Gayatri. Bye.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you so much.
leave பண்ணிடுங்க.